This first ever rant from the Neitherworld starts right now. I've had this YouTube channel for quite some time and didn't know what to do with it, and I thought for a long time, why not just start ranting right in front of the camera like so many other people do and just pretend that it's art. So here goes. This inaugural episode is about, I don't know if this will even show up. This is the exclusive Best Buy Steelbook 20th anniversary of House of a Thousand Corpses. One of my favorite movies of all time. And what can I say about it? I can say things that a lot of other people can't say because one thing, I'm heck old. I went and saw that movie in theaters the night it premiered. Well, like in a theater near me, anyway. So I can talk about it. I can talk about the whole experience, the excitement building up to it. You see, all of us white zombie fans turned Rob Zombie fans heard that he was directing a movie, and we're like, well, that's going to be awesome because, you know, he's all about horror and everything. And so we heard he was directing a horror movie, and we only knew the name, House of a Thousand Corpses. If you've ever seen the original trailer before they had done anything, it shows like people in hazmat suits digging up dead bodies. House of a Thousand Corpses. Has nothing to do with what the actual movie ended up being. But we didn't know. There was nothing out there to know about. This is where like the internet was still pretty spanking new. Finding stuff on there would still take you like 20 minutes. Like if you wanted to see a naughty picture, a fake crop shot of your favorite actress with a porno bot, it would take you 20 minutes to download to see it. These were those days. So there was not a lot out there about it. And I would like see in the horror magazines they were talking about it. And I distinctly remember being at the mall reading an article of reading a horror mag, and it was talking about how House of a Universal dropped it. They filmed it and it ended up in the can, and they're like, nah, we don't want to distribute this. And so it was like, oh no, we'll never see it. And then finally we heard that Lionsgate, and back then Lionsgate was like, oh, Lionsgate, you know, who's that? Really, there was not a lot. Like Lionsgate was not the distributor that it is now. They were taking a chance on it, and it was a good chance. I think it was smart of them to take on this movie. And then it's like, oh, it's not going to be really released in theaters. It's getting a limited release. And I was just lucky enough to have been in one of the big downtown malls that had little flyers at the Suncoast. You had Media Play, you had Sam Goody, you had Musicland, you had Suncoast. These were all the same company. Suncoast had movies, Sam Goody's had movies and music. Musicland was music, some movies, and then Media Play had it all. But over at the Suncoast, they had little flyers for like House of a Thousand Corpses, like sitting there saying like where to go see it. And so me and my friend Chris, we went out and we went and saw it. We saw, which was weird because there were cosplayers there, people dressed up as Otis in his like weird funeral attire, with the face makeup and everything. I remember seeing that, and I'm like, oh, how do these guys know where these characters are coming? I don't know anything about this movie. I went into that movie completely blind. Knew nothing about it. I just knew it was Rob Zombie's first feature film that he directed and wrote himself. And, I went and saw it. And enjoyed it. And me and Chris probably had coffee or dinner or something like that and talked about it. And then later it was at the dollar theaters, and I probably saw it like 6 times then. And then finally it came out on DVD, and I remember I spent a whole Sunday watching everything on that DVD. And I still have that somewhere in my video collection. I'd never throw that out. I still have it. If I ever have a chance to get like a signing by Rob Zombie, that's what's going to get signed. That copy of House of a Thousand Corpses. And that was my experience with that movie. What can I say about it? It was funny. It was, well, I mean, Rob Zombie himself said that he wanted to make a movie that was Texas Chainsaw Massacre meets, what is that one? Rocky Horror Picture Show. And that's what he made. That is what the movie is. And, I mean, some people look down on that movie today. I love it. It's still one of my all-time favorite movies. I watch it too much. I can sit there and like watch it and like pretty much like, like do like the whole goober scene. That's my favorite. It's not goober, it's actually G Ober for Jerry Ober. The guy in the back, he drove the other O, so it says goober. Fucking asshole. Cool story, goober. So what do we owe you? Well, I'm afraid the damage is quite severe. And he names off the number. That ain't gonna break my bank. Here you go, goober. Buy yourself a new name. Holy dog! I will. Thank you. Thanks for coming into Red Hot Pussy Lick. I'll do the whole watch it. And like when I'm watching it, I do a lot better because like I've got it going like boom. It's like in my head, while I'm watching it. Watched it a few times. But yep. It has so many things I like. It has those weird surrealistic elements. It has the killer hillbillies, which like I identify with very heavily. Yeah, it's a slasher. I love how it's not all teenagers, even though it's like. They're like a very Scooby-Doo-esque kind of group, but they're not really teenagers in it. I like how it's like kind of like two movies in one. It starts off one way and then ends up a different way. Things like take a turn. It starts as an old dark house and turns into just a straight up slasher kind of film. And And then the really weird Dr. Satan stuff at the end. That I actually like. I wish like Rob Zombie has just come out and said he's not going to do another Firefly movie. Oh, look, my lights are going. He's not going to do another Firefly movie, and that's fine. They're all getting old, but he's not going to do another Firefly movie. But what he should do is he should revisit Dr. Satan. He should do more with the Dr. Satan stuff. Maybe just for ticks and wiggles. He should do a whole bunch of Dr. Satan like movies or music videos or something like that. Maybe a rock opera. A industrial metal noise rock opera about Dr. Satan. Complete with a full like music like Pink Floyd's The Wall, Rob Zombie's Dr. Satan. Just a thought. I throw it out there. Anyway, so this was the first ever episode 1 Rants from the Neitherworld. I am Mr. Zero, the tragic comedian, ranting at you about my favorite movie, House of a Thousand Corpses. Good day.